And yeah, it's fucking hot outside though, right? It's
It's a little toasty.
Dave's lucky. I know Dave has COVID right now, but he got air conditioning put in his house while we were in Reno, so he came home to just a fucking nice chill house.
Wait, so did he not have AC in his house, or?
Now he had like little units like Jared and I.
Oh,
So
oh.
is that cool? It
So
is
now he's
cool.
got.
Actually, it is cool.
Mhm, very cool. So he's got central air now.
Oh yeah, very exciting.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, take it away, Nick to win.
Give me a countdown, or are we just
No,
going
we're just
for it?
going. This is couch
Oh.
co-op. We don't care.
Mm. Okay.
And stutter step to the right.
Hi, everybody. You're watching the Couch Co-op or listening to the Couch Co-op. On today's episode, we have a nice little German beer for you. It's called Bitburger Premium Pills. We hope you enjoy it, and actually, I hope I enjoy it too because I've never had it before.
Have you really never had it?
No, I have not.
Oh wow, this is crazy. That's very
Yeah, so
exciting.
that's why I wanted to pick this one is because, well, not only that, but I don't know if you saw like the little GIF I posted
I did
in
see that.
Discord
I did see that.
from. Do you know what that's from? I didn't
Uh,
know if it.
I don't know if I know where that's from. Is it from?
Um,
Is it from a Tarantino movie?
no,
Okay, no, I
it's
don't know if I know it then.
X-Men First Class.
Oh, but I do know that. I 100% seen that. Oh, okay. I knew it was Fassbender. I was just kind of
Mhm.
like, I don't remember that scene in the other movie I'm thinking of. But you're right,
Oh,
100%. I've seen that movie a million times. I can't believe I didn't pull that. All right.
yeah, but that's fun. But it's yeah, it was. I just always remember that beer reference and just knowing that's a beer that I've never had, and one of
Oh.
these days, I guess. But here we are. That day has arrived.
Have you ever? Do you know anything about this beer?
I other than I seem to deliver it to a couple of German places. I know almost nothing of it
Okay.
actually, which is why I'm glad I've got some. Uh, well, a little bit of a couple of pages, but I have seen it around for years.
Yeah.
They've even got those fun little 5 liter mini kegs. That
Yeah, I've seen that at John's Market. I've had this beer a few
but
times. So, and I've done it on Milkman Drinks a Beer. So I'm familiar with this beer. I've had it. I've actually had it in Europe. Um,
I've poured terribly.
so
So
did I.
maybe
Well,
giving it a.
it's a pretty heady beer too. It's
Is it okay?
but it's good like that. Um, yeah, I'm curious. You know me. I mean, I like these type of beers.
Hmm.
Um,
That's
um,
kind of also why I picked it because of the hot ass day that
yeah,
we have
yeah.
going on.
It's a nice refreshing. Um,
Hmm. Or at least I'm hoping anyway.
It
Because kind of
is. It is refreshing. It's. Oh, I'll wait for you to drink it. I don't want to really talk about it right yet until
yeah.
let's see. I have some of this. Bitburg Brewing is a large German brewery in Bitburg, founded in 1817 by
Johan.
Johann Wallenborn. It's a pilsner. It is the third best selling in Germany and the nation's top selling draft beer.
All
I can
right.
read some of this stuff.
I mean, I have. I mean, what little experience I have is just delivering it now. Stamich in Northeast Portland, they've a couple of times I've delivered like these 30-liter kegs of the unfiltered Bitburger, and I'm really curious to
Oh,
see what
interesting.
that's all
I
about.
don't know if I've ever
Yeah,
seen that. I've only ever seen this. I believe only this version of it. I know Total
yeah,
Wine has it in bottles and in Tall
yeah.
Boys. I have seen the little mini keg like you talk about. Not at Total Wine. I don't think Total Wine sells those little mini kegs of anything. I've only ever seen that stuff at like John's Market or like certain grocery stores.
This
Um,
is this is the only thing that I've seen that I've delivered, and even when I went on their website to look to see where I could buy it, because I thought I could buy it here in town. I mean, they
Mm.
have a shelf tag for it, but nothing there.
Oh,
So
really?
I mean that,
Hmm.
yeah. So I mean that's how I actually was able to get it by doing their little store find, and I found that the liquor store in North Wilsonville had it, and
I have bought
just
it in
called it.
the bottle 12 packs at Total Wine. They do have it. Um, so I have
That might be
drank it
another
out of a
reason.
bottle, but I don't really notice a difference.
Okay,
So if you were
sorry,
concerned about that or whatever.
a little bit, because actually, let me take a drink.
Okay, let's do it. What does he think? Drum roll. Awful.
It's no, thumbs down all the way.
It's a bit
No,
more of
it's
aggressive of a pilsner, right?
yeah, I was gonna say it's
It has a more of a bite.
kind of bitter,
Yeah, it has a
kind of
lot more hop
bitter.
front for well, which
Yeah,
I think is what a more traditional pilsner is. Like a pilsner is a hoppy lager basically,
right.
and this one definitely has that
It
spice.
fits the
It
bill.
really is like if you're looking for something with more of a flavor than like your traditional kind of lager, this one is definitely
Hmm.
more of a kick. Way more than like Pilsner or Kel, which I think would be its like
Yeah.
real rival. I'm guessing one of the real rivals, its competitor, I think. But yeah, it definitely has more of a flavor, like you know.
Hmm. Yeah. Gosh, and there was something else.
But it's really light.
Oh, yeah, and it's also a little drier too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Yeah, it's
That's the premium part.
dry. Hmm.
Yeah, I when I first had it, I was whoa. It's an intense kind of like you're not really you kind of think you kind of know you kind of think you know what kind of beer you're getting yourself into, and it's way
But
more of
then you don't.
a punch in the face. Like, oh, this was a little bit more lively, you know?
Yeah. Well, I didn't know, so I mean, it's like I didn't have any preconceived notion other than of, I mean, the closest thing I had to a review is that scene from X-Men First Class where
Right.
the Nazis hiding in Argentina were talking about how, well, basically how good it was before they got killed.
Exactly. Let's bring up the Nazis some more. No,
Hmm. Yeah.
I think what's great about it though, I mean, it's never one of my first picks. But what I do like about this beer is like when you're drinking it over like a day, like the flavor is always still there. Like some other beers, they kind of it weakens and lessens. This beer always
Like,
makes itself known. Like it's like I'm still a beer. I still have flavor. Um, it
what do you
just
mean when you're drinking it, or like when you
like if you're
drink?
like if I'm drinking a lot of like let's say Stella, like I love Stella. Everyone loves but like
Well, no, no, no.
at a
Let me.
certain point, it's like, is it it doesn't. It's just I'm just drinking beer. I don't really notice the flavor profile.
Oh, okay.
This flavor profile hangs around. Like this one's there. It's very in front, and I appreciate the fact that it still has a really, but it's not an it's an aggressive flavor for a pilsner, like I guess ultimately, but it's not aggressive like it's offensive. It's not an offensive flavor, and I think people that like IPAs would enjoy this particular pilsner because it is still hoppy and spicy. You know, like it's
Yeah.
for those people that think that like, oh, these beers are just like kind of weak and they don't have any kind of flavor. Well, they can have flavor, and I think this is a
Hmm.
good one to kind of showcase that these beers can be aggressive and still it can still be refreshing. It's still a very refreshing beer. It's still light,
Hmm.
easy to drink. I've had quite a few today.
Yeah.
I like this beer quite a bit. So I don't know.
Well, no. My question was more like if you're drinking like multiple cans of it versus just like kind of having it as a sipper is. I was that was my question, clarification when you were saying the flavor hangs around.
I mean, I don't really pound this beer. This is not a beer I pound. So while I've been drinking, I started drinking earlier today. I've had a few, but like it's not a beer. It's a beer I sip. I don't chug it. You know, like
Hmm.
Stella I can chug. I can down those really quickly. Um, this one's kind of like a. It's also a good kind of like. It's a good beer to have with food. I feel like because it kind of cleans your palate or it hangs around
Yeah.
the meal. It's not like you just I don't know.
Yeah.
I
I
really
could.
appreciate this beer.
Yeah, I could see. Yeah, I could see this feeling. Yeah, I can have it with certain meals. I would definitely think. I'm trying to think of something off the top of my head. Mostly fish, but or seafood.
I mean, I'd eat it with anything, but um,
Mm,
that's just how I
I don't know.
am.
It depends on what meal I'm already having because I might already have some other beverages that are already
Exact.
slotted for that.
Of course, of course.
But,
You're gonna drink
and
your red wine with your bloody red steak. I get it.
hmm
Exactly.
hmm
I get it.
my Pinot Noir with my spaghetti, and yeah.
Yeah, but you can have your like
Um,
fettuccine with this instead of a white wine.
yeah.
You
hmm
know, you could.
Yeah, we'll just make a white wine sauce for it instead,
There you go. Exactly.
and everything's covered.
What were you expecting? Let's say, you know, what kind of beer were you thinking it was gonna be like before you had it?
Um, Gosh, I wasn't even sure. I thought maybe it'd be um maybe something along the lines of um gosh, I'm trying to think of like some other pilsner, like maybe like a more complex version of like a Beck's or um a Varsteiner or
Sure, sure,
something like that.
sure.
But no, it's kind of a
I can't find. Is it
it's
on the can? The ABV?
um
I don't see it
no,
on
but I do
Wikipedia. I
have
don't see it on the Wikipedia.
on Beer Advocate it says it's a 4.8.
4.8. All right.
Mm-hmm. And by the way, BA gave it or at least I don't know if this is a crowd vote, but it scored an 80 over there.
That's not bad. That's pretty
So
good.
no, hmm so the hot
Reviews
bros like it.
969 rating. Yeah,
Hmm.
Germany ranked 500 is number 528. Have you ever looked to see what the number one ranked beer is?
I
Just out of
you
curiosity.
know
Sorry, I'm bringing this up right now. This is so random. But like,
uh
what is the number one ranked beer? Is this
I'm
it?
not sure if did you get Kentucky Brunch Brand Stout?
Yeah, that's it. That's
Mm,
top 250 Kentucky Brunch Brand Stout.
mm. Oh wow, plain.
12%. Huh.
That's I'm so out of it because it took me till 15 to actually recognize a beer, and it's Pliny the Younger.
It'd be. What do you mean?
Oh, because the at that looking at that list, the top 250,
Yeah,
I don't recognize any of these beers until I get down to
15. Pliny the
15th
Younger.
place.
Yeah, yeah,
Yep,
yeah. Yeah.
but
But
that just means
even
I have
after that, it's like, what?
yeah, just means I have more work to do.
These are all like barrel aged
Hmm.
stout. These are
Yeah,
all like fucking and they're all
yeah.
like, look at all the ABVs. They're all like gnarly.
Hmm.
MJK at 20%. Like, what the fuck is that?
Can I even afford that?
Yeah, see, that's another
And it's
barrel aged bullshit beer. Missouri, United States. Like, is
mm,
that really beer? I mean, I don't know.
mm,
Come on, there's got to be at some point we got to like start like separating what actual beer is versus some of this fucking high octane bullshit. I bet that tastes nothing like beer, right? This tastes like this Bitburger It tastes like beer. That's beer. There has to be a. We have to like at some point. There has to be a dissection, like of what some of this other shit is.
I mean, for as dry as it is, and I'm hoping, maybe unless there's something else that I had earlier today, it was like kind of leaving my mouth just like a little sticky.
Sticky, huh? That's interesting.
Hmm.
I don't get that.
Like like if you had something sweet and maybe you had it like left over in your mouth and it dried off, and I don't know.
Hmm.
Maybe that's just yeah, it could be something else.
I don't know what that is, my friend.
Maybe I need to go get some chapstick.
No,
Maybe my
maybe you're
lips are
fine.
dry.
I mean, I don't know. That's an interesting observation. I don't
I
experience
mean,
that.
that would be more of a sweet sugary thing, but something that I wouldn't apply to this. Stop taking the camera can out of the shot, Nick. Come on, get it together.
I'm just trying to find another. Like we're all. Sorry, I was looking down this list again. This list is fascinating.
Um,
This list is
um,
fascinating. Are you looking at it? A lot of
I
a
was
lot of fucking barley wines. Why are barley wines considered beers? Because
because
they're
they're
ales.
beers, I
Yeah,
guess.
I guess they're
Yeah,
ales. A
and
lot
I
of
love barley
saisons. A
wines,
lot of
but
saisons. A lot of New England IPAs.
farmhouse.
But where's the first actual lager or pilsner? That's my curiosity. Like, how far has this beer fallen from the graces of America or the world? Like, I mean, here's the thing. It's the beer the lager or the pilsner is the beer type that most people drink in the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I
Ultimately,
did.
it's the most
Uh,
drank type of beer.
I did have a question. Or I was kind of curious, like if this was the version that we're drinking is the just the U.S. export version, and if they have a different version available in Europe.
I don't know.
I mean, you
So
might.
that should be on Wikipedia if it's not.
Oh, I guess I could look because I mean,
It is exported throughout the world. It is also available in mini kegs in some countries, such as it doesn't say that
mm,
it's
if it's any different,
altered.
like mm,
It doesn't say it's altered. 4.8. Oh, there is 2. Although Germany generally prefer local breweries, it is popular beer throughout Western Germany is favored by many areas. I think it's better than a Kolsch. I like Kolsch beers, but I feel like this is a better. I don't know. I like this better than.
I
I'm
wonder
not.
if Ryan.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, I wonder if Ryan would like the non-alcohol version of this because I see that one a fair amount. Like I almost delivered as much as
Oh,
the
really?
regular stuff. Hmm.
Interesting. Do you like German restaurants and shit, or no?
Um, actually, like I um like I've delivered it. I think to Otto's Sausage over in Woodstock. Um, I mean I've delivered both, and then there's another place just it's right off 17th and Powell, Edelweiss. They're another I think
Sure.
German type place, but yeah, they get Bitburger in cans and then the non-alcohol in bottles. And I think the barbecue place right next to it gets the non-alcohol. I've actually seen like yeah, the Bitburger non-alcohol go to a couple of different places.
I've not seen that
So yeah,
yet. I should have looked at Total Wine to see if they had it. That would have been an interesting.
yeah,
I would. Yeah, I should probably check it out and see what it pairs
yeah.
like. I mean, I bet it's like you put a little bit of this in a glass and then you pour the rest with water. It probably tastes about the same, but
Mm.
how? I mean, I noticed I you on your travels today to get some more beer. You found this massive NA collection, and you were sharing
I
that
wouldn't
with
say
my. It was pretty
it
big.
wasn't.
It's pretty good size.
Yeah. I mean, it was just more like there was like stuff in there that I hadn't seen before. Like,
How much non-alcoholic beer are you drinking these days, though? Are you drinking those during the week? Because I know
um,
you don't drink beer during the week because you work, so you only drink on the
not
weekends.
usually.
So like, what do you drink NA beer a lot during the week?
No, I actually just, I mean, I started back up. Well, because I finally found that Deschutes fresh squeezed NA.
Right.
So I got a 6 pack of that. I also just for kicks went and bought Schilling has a non-alcohol cider. It's a apple cherry cider. Um, Bought that, and it was kind of what I expected, but it's still good and tart. But it's it's basically like it's almost like pop.
What are your thoughts on this whole movement of the NA? Because even at Safeway, they kind of rearranged. At my Safeway, they rearranged their whole thing. Like they shrank down the seltzer stuff, and now there's the whole NA section, kind of like the section you took a photo of, and it's right by the good craft brewery section. So like they have this really big craft brewery section, and then right next to it, there's like this really chunky NA section now, and it's just kind of wild how much that's.
Grown.
Yeah, it's interesting that they took it out. They used to have it just spotted in with. In my Safeway, they had it spotted in with the other brands. Like here's Coors and Coors's NAs here, but they've decided to separate all the NAs in their own section now, and it's a pretty massive thing now. It's like there's like a lot of
Yeah.
choices.
Oh yeah. Like even you've even got non-alcohol spirits that you can, which is I guess kind of nice because now you don't have to just go to the liquor store for that. You can get that just about anywhere that decides to. I think even some Safeways carry it. Like I remember delivering some of that to some Safeways. But no, it's just it's interesting. I mean, it's a movement I'm kind of happy to see. I mean, because it's only going to breed innovation, and innovations. Hopefully, it's going to improve and uh, maybe make a better tasting non-alcohol beer.
You know what? You know what's interesting that I just thought of right. Honestly, just thought it right now that we could really redo some of this content that we've already done, where we actually just drink the
Go through and
base
drink the
beer, but also
non-alcohol.
drink the it's brother NA. Like there's the
Um,
Coors Edge and the Coors Original. You know what I'm saying? We could drink both those,
right,
and we could just kind of because they're still they're branded the same as if they're the same beer, but not.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So we could like do those, and like we could drink the NA first, and like oh okay, and then we drink the other one, and I don't know how we would do it. I don't know, but or maybe we drink both of them. We drink one at a time. I don't know. I don't know. That's just a thought, but like that would
Yeah.
like create some new, different kind of content comparing
Compare and contrast.
and which one.
By the way, I'm going to be sick on the day that we compare the Bush. Sorry.
What are you
I think
talking about? The Bush
I,
NA is
I was hanging out
great.
with Dave.
The Bush
Um,
NA is so good. You are
okay.
not. I mean, I get Bush Light is not the greatest beer, but the Bush NA is a pretty great beer. Anyway, because it's
I think
about the
Bush
same,
even. Yeah.
and that's why it's good.
hmm Yeah.
We're not here to talk about Bush. We're here to talk about Bitburger.
No, we kind of fell in the weeds a little bit, but
Well,
I
that's what we
think we
do.
got
You,
out
you
of it.
drink a beer, you talk with your friends, you have a good time. Look at even after you drink it. Look at the foam is still there. That's what I
hmm
really. This is one of the best foamed beers. It just like has
Yeah.
really good like thick fucking head.
hmm And I mean, I still kind of have a little bit of an issue with smelling, but at least I could at least pick up something
You
when
still have COVID like Dave?
I don't know if it's COVID because it didn't show up on a test, but yeah, it was still kind of
Well, what are you
clogged up
what
a
are your
little
kind
bit.
of your final thoughts then of this beer?
Um, wasn't I mean I didn't go in with a lot of expectations, but it still wasn't what I expected, I guess. But that's a good thing. It I'm glad I've got
You
three.
have three more. Are you excited to drink
Yep.
them or not?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I am. Um, I've kind of. Oh, actually, you know what? I just saw on the can. It says, no, it's a little too dark here, but it does say Uh, on the can, 4.8 ABV right there.
Oh, it does. I see it
Hmm.
now. Hidden. Beer, Bira, Cerveza. Has all the different names
Yeah.
of or languages of beer. I like the ingredients. It's very simple. Water, malted barley, hops. Oh, it has hops and hops extract. That must be
Oh,
what pushes it into that like spicy territory.
I wonder if that means that it's brewed illegally under the German purity law of Reinheitsgebot.
You
Get
just
them,
looked that up.
boys. Let's get them. They're using hop extract. Put them in jail.
It does seem very like refined and like professional. Like it has one of the more like legit classical printed cans.
Yeah.
Um, it does feel like it does look like it's a very like fine product. Like most like beers over here, like lagers or pilsners, is like this is a beer, drink it, just smash it in your face. This has like kind of
I
a
mean,
classic look to it. Like, hey, we're a legendary.
yeah. But I'd like to see what the 6 and 12 pack bottles look like because the can looks almost nothing like what the kegs look like because there's a lot of green on the. I mean, not the kegs itself, but like the cap on it is completely green.
Yeah, but
Um,
I've seen the keg. The keg is like still white with gold. It's still very
no, no, no. I'm
similar.
talking. I'm not talking about the 5 liter keg. I'm talking about like the actual 50-liter keg.
Oh,
It just it. I guess when I was trying to look for it, it was. I guess I still had green on the mind, kind of looking for something with a bunch of because like I look at some of the other kegs and there's a lot of like you might look at a keg of Pabst or whatever, and the cap on it has Pabst, and it is obviously Pabst. It's not going to throw you off, but it's like Bitburger. It's just
so
yeah,
you're
it
talking about this
like
right now. Is there anywhere in town that serves this on draft?
yeah. Well, Stamage, they
Stamage. Okay,
have
Oh, yeah, you're right. You mentioned that. Anywhere else?
yeah, they've got
Stamage. What a weird choice that Stamage is fucking serves this on draft. What a wild. Anyway,
oh, they've got a lot of stuff on draft, which is why I want to go there. But that's the only one that I know of off the top of my head that serves it on draft. Never been to Prost before. Prost. I'm not sure if I pronounced that correctly, but I
gotcha.
would imagine they have it on draft, but I don't know for sure. Um, maybe because I might be the last one standing. If you ventured over to is that Fisher's Landing on 164th? Um,
Sure.
uh,
Yes.
the
Oh, the Gustavs.
yeah,
They might
they
have
might
it.
have it on draft.
They might
Yeah,
have it. You're right. They might have it. I wouldn't know because I
but
haven't been there in a very fucking long time. But yeah, you're right. They might have it on draft.
um, outside of that,
How much more expensive are
I
these
don't.
like Bitburger kegs versus basic domestic kegs?
I've never actually looked at the price of the
Oh,
kegs.
I'm
I
just
just,
curious. Like that's got
I
to be
just
way more expensive, right?
maybe.
Who's at like Bitburger is their own thing, right? They're not under like Heineken or anything, are they?
As far as I know, they are their own brand. Actually, let's take a gander at the Wikipedia page that I had up. Yep, Bitburg, Germany. Yeah, I believe they are still independently owned.
And they might
Um,
own some other beers that we don't know, but they're kind of their own shit,
uh,
right?
actually, I believe they. Actually, I'm not even positive on that, but I had an issue with a empty keg that I was picking up yesterday, but I still haven't clarified if that's an actual Bitburger brand or not. But um,
Listen,
sorry,
guys.
that's sorry.
No, we're all
I don't want to
good.
sit here and go
No,
down
we
a
can.
rabbit
No,
hole
we need to
live.
go. We need
But
to go down the rabbit hole because we need to know the answers. We need to know the
um,
facts.
okay,
We need to know
so
the truth about what.
What the?
You know, maybe it's not. I mean, it is important. Maybe it's not
Oh,
important. I don't know if it is important.
Frissenberg. That's what it was.
Oh, okay. I'm just running through that fucking scene. I remember the scene in X-Men. I'm just like reliving that scene in my head, like where he drinks that
Yeah,
beer.
I watched it, and yeah, it's kind of funny. It's like, oh yeah, my family didn't have a name. It was taken by pig farmers and tailors, and all drinking with them uncomfortably.
I wonder how many other films it shows up in. I bet it shows up in quite a bit. It seems like a really refined company. Like it's such a great can,
Yeah.
and I don't know. I'm curious. Like, are they in need or are they like comfortable? You always worry about beer companies, and but I've had this beer quite a few times. They've been around for a long fucking time. I imagine if at some point they do get in trouble, Heineken will swoop in or someone will swoop in and protect. Like
Heineken or Diageo.
they'll buy them up, and then it'll still get made. It'll be less the story. But I still feel like this is one of those beers that has like, they're still just fighting. It's kind of cool.
That's kind of what it looks like. Yeah, they've got.
Maybe they don't need to own anything else. They just want to be their own thing. They're just still doing their thing. They do their fucking shit. They just lock it down. We're just doing our thing. We're still we're a family-owned company.
Yep, starting back in the early 1800s.
Yeah, it's a good beer. It's an aggressive pilsner. I appreciate it. Yeah, I enjoy it. I like it. I'm giving it a thumbs up, Nick.
Yeah, I'm giving it a thumbs up too. Sorry, I'm looking at their I'm going through like their
No, I know
history
you are.
on
I
their
just wanted
webpage.
to let's move this along a little bit.
Right.
Because we've been talking
yeah,
for we've already been talking for a half hour. Like, how did this become a half hour fucking episode of Bitburger?
I don't know. Well,
you got some grilling to do, and I gotta
yeah.
I don't know. I gotta do something.
Oh Jesus, it's 7:00 already. Jesus.
Very quickly, video game German Bitburger. Do you have any opinions? Because just for couch co-op, we gotta like throw a little tie,
throw a little game. Oh well, shoot! I don't have a game to pair it with. I'll pair it with a game I've never played. We'll just say Helldivers 2. What the fuck?
Helldivers 2 because yeah.
I don't know.
I'm gonna pair it with the Saboteur, which is basically a dude, a French guy fighting Nazis. But I'm sure in France he was drinking a lot of Bitburger. 100% bet he drank a lot of Bitburger. Like the beer he drinks in the film, in the video game, Bitburger.
If you still have your glass out, you should try just licking the. Oh, you don't have any foam left.
I don't have any foam. Mine didn't foam up as much as yours. I had a great head, but I drank mine anyway.
I do. It's just really interesting because it's like there's a lot more bitterness to it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I like that. It's interesting.
I wonder if the Bitburger means bitter. Like they not bit, but like it's from where they're from, but maybe it has like this kind of double meaning, bitter. Anyway, I guess we'll never know unless you and I take a trip to Germany and we tour their brewery and ask them the deep questions that.
Right.
Anyway.
And I'll sit them all down and make them watch this episode.
All right, Nick DeWin. Do you want to like wrap this up?
Yes. So.
Come on, host.
Yeah, no. Kind of the host fell off the rails as he's the
host. He's I'm trying to.
The host is sitting here licking his glass. Anyway. All right. So for the couch co-hop, I'm Nick,
and I'm Ian.
This is Nick. Please be irresponsible.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Be responsible.
Be excellent to each other.
Or something. Just drink lots of beer. Just don't drive in beer.
Yeah. Just drink lots of beer and fall over on your couch and play video games.
Yeah, I can't wait till the next episode.
And be chill about it.
Till the next episode.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.